everybody, this is your weekly reading for the week commencing 31st of July 2017. So I will be doing 5 signs all together in one video, starting with Sagittarius. So let's see, what do we have for Sagittarius this week? Sagittarius for the week commencing 31st of July 2017. What messages do we have for Sagittarius? Okay, let's see. Sagittarius. Right. Sorry about the wire. There you go. Okay, so Sagittarius, I see that you could be going through a phase of stagnancy where no action has been happening, things have been at a standstill, and you've been waiting for things to happen and happen in your favor. So you will be moving into a phase where you will be feeling balanced and taking charge of things. I'm getting the word charge. You will be taking control of your life early this week. And you do see light, so you're hoping to get something. A lot of you would be hoping to get, say for example, a deal come through or get some news from somewhere, be it career related or relationship, but you're hoping to get something. But at the same time, while you do have this hope, you're also facing a certain fear, and that is a very delusional kind of a thing. It's not real, it's in your mind, but you are so, and it's only natural to feel anxious about something when you haven't heard back. So you're sort of feeling that feeling of being trapped in fear, although you do have the light coming through. If you see that guy sitting in here feeling trapped in fear, but there is light coming here, but he can't see it because he's too fixed in anxiety in his mind. So that's what's happening here. So open your eyes, look around, there is light, there is hope, and you will be getting that positivity around you once you start seeing it. So you will be seeing that soon, Sagittarius. And I see some of you could be actually feeling the love from within. Now this love could be for your career, for your relationship, but you see once you've actually gotten out of this phase of being anxious around midweek, you will be seeing things from a different perspective, from a more loving perspective. And somehow I'm seeing a water sign involved. So it could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, one of these signs. It could be any sign, but I specifically feel it's a water sign that could be involved in this situation. And you will be seeing things from their perspective as well, what they've been up to, how they look at things, or whether things are going to be working out with them, and whether how you can actually make it work with them. So I see that coming out very, very positive. This is a very turning into positivity week for you, Sagittarius. I'm very happy. Some of you could be having new love coming into your life, so you see that love begins, and then you have victory and success back to back, those cards. So this is a beautiful alignment of cards. And for those who've been having trouble in their current relationships, will be coming out victorious and successful. I see that there could be a temporary phase of discussion, whereby you will be discussing about this relationship, and you will be coming out of this phase where everything has been balanced, everything has been worked out, and you have actually decided to look at it from a fresh perspective and move ahead in life. So any misunderstandings would get cleared here. You will know the truth about what's been working in this relationship, or how it's. I also see some of you could actually be either coming out with the truth, or your partner, it could again be a business partner or a romantic partner, could be coming out with a certain truth about a situation, and you will accept it from your heart. It could be a difficult truth, but I do see you guys accepting it with your heart, saying that, you know what, this is done, let's just move ahead, let's move forward. And that's what I'm seeing for you this week, Sagittarius. Now let's get some angelic advice. What advice do we have for that one just popped out? Beautiful. Sagittarius, week commencing 1st of July 2017. What are the messages that the angels have to give to Sagittarius, week commencing 31st of July 2017? Okay. So you are profoundly clairvoyant. The very first card that literally jumped out at me for you guys is that trust what you see in your mind's eye as well as with your physical sight, for your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. Now, a huge number of you, and I literally mean a lot of you, are going to be facing this phase where you are coming out of a difficult time. You're learning, you're spiritually evolving, you're taking things with a positive ray of light, and you want to work over it, you want to work with it, and like I said earlier in the reading, you're taking charge, you're taking control of your life. So you will be taking action if there's a standstill, and I see the standstill for some of you, for a selected few of you, could be in terms of your parents. I see a situation with your parents. Some of you could be also handling a legal battle for your parents or something in regards to your parents. It could also be parental custody of a child for some of you. It could be you could be fighting a case against someone for your parents. So parents are in the picture somehow, and I do see you coming out victorious. So if you've been worried or concerned about your parents, there will be a balance where you will actually see positivity coming in. Although you could be anxious for a little while, but it's highly likely that you will come out victorious out of this situation, wherever it is, in regards to your parents. Now, I also see that a lot of you will need to listen to your inner voice. Some of you could be avoiding it and not listening to your inner self. So, ear chakras, it's time for you to look at what's been telling you, a voice that's been telling you to do a certain thing. Listen to that voice. You could be getting messages in the form of numbers, songs, or a particular time you keep seeing on the clock. Different ways of messages, the way the angels communicate. So they'll be communicating to you. It's going to be a divine communication, divine message, and you will have to pick up on it and listen to that message and not avoid it, in order to learn the truth about a certain situation and to come out successful with it. Release. So work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. Like I said, if there is a discussion happening between you and your partner, you will be discussing it and releasing it away into the cosmos. It's done, dusted, that's it. You start afresh. This is a new beginning for a lot of you. This is a positive outcome, and you will be moving ahead, putting all the misunderstandings aside and moving forward. So that's your reading for the week commencing 31st of July 2017. This is a general reading, may or may not resonate with all of you. It's advisable to check your sun, moon, and ascending signs for better clarity. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you can send me an email. Everything's in the description box below. And sending you much love and light. See you next time. Alright, so let's see what we have for Aries. The next sign, fire sign, is Aries. What messages do we have for Aries? Aries for the week commencing 31st of July 2017. Aries. Aries. Oopsie daisy, that one just popped out. Okay, let's see. What does this week hold for Aries? Week commencing 31st of July 2017 for Aries. Okay, straight away, I see a Leo involved in your recent past, because of whom you might have been anxious about a certain situation. You might have been seeking the truth about a certain situation, and finally it does come out, and you do realize, Aries, that this is the truth and this is what it is. So the situation will come out as it is, and I'm seeing you might not have to work hard for this. It'll just automatically flow and show you the truth, the situation. A Leo could be actually showing you this truth. It could be any sign, but I feel specifically it's a Leo. And I'm getting a Leo male energy. For some of you, it could be an Aquarius as well. Now, a very small number of you could be traveling or could be making plans to travel. And I see this travel could be a solo travel. So you could be traveling alone to get some peace. I'm also getting the word cultures, something to do with cultures, different cultures. Some of you could be traveling home from another city or another country. You might have been traveling and now you're traveling back home to your family. You've been missing your family and it might have been keeping you anxious, and finally you reunite with your family is what I'm getting. There could also be relocation for some of you, Aries. But I do see certain obstacles and challenges that you might feel, and something's telling me it could be financial. They're asking you to be patient. Patience. So be patient, things will work out. I'm seeing delays. So you are meeting your family and you are reaching a goal day by day, one step at a time. These obstacles I'm getting are temporary, so they're not going to be around for a long time, but at the moment they're there, and they're asking you to be patient and move along and not give up. Let's get some angelic advice as to what you can do to deal with this situation. I'm getting families in focus this week, Aries. For some of you, I see that you could be in a phase, and I'm getting business where you could be facing a slight struggle. This is only for some of you, it won't resonate with all. And you're facing financial trouble because your business might not be making huge profits and you have to feed your family. And you're in this frame of mind where no one from your family or your friends or your circle is understanding your mental state, what you're going through, and you're struggling with that. So what's the angelic advice for you? Okay. So this truth I just mentioned, it seems to be almost like a love reading. Okay. So this truth that's going to come out from a Leo is going to be in regards to a romantic relationship, it seems. You might have recently learned about this Leo person. And they're saying shield yourself. So protect yourself from harsh or fear-based energies by envisioning a cocoon of healing light surrounding you. So basically, I'm also seeing a Leo could be coming back from your past. And now since you know the truth about a certain situation, you might want to get back with him or might not want to get back with him, whatever the situation. What they're saying is you've got to protect yourself because you might have given your heart and soul to this person in the past, whoever this is, and now they're coming back. Or you could be coming back, but you've still got to protect your heart. Because there could be a heartbreak if you wear a heart on your sleeve and, excuse me, they're just saying be careful, don't rush into things, don't be hasty. For a very small number of you, I'm seeing connection with someone from the other realm, so someone who's departed, and you might be connected through the heart and they're trying to communicate with you. Also, there's spiritual awakening. A lot of you could be spiritually inclined this week. You could be, involved in meditation, or like I said, solo travel, soul searching, that kind of period. And there's twin flame. Okay, I'm seeing again, I'm seeing one person. Someone there might have lost a romantic partner, and they're trying to communicate at a soul level now. This person is in the other realm. And some I'm getting who are already committed, and I'm seeing the married ones especially. It could be, obviously it could be also just a committed relationship, but I'm seeing a home with a married life. You're already married to your twin flame, you love them, but there are certain challenges and obstacles. For some reason, this is one of those phases where there is misunderstanding and they might not understand what you're going through. You could be emotionally facing a storm, but they have no clue about it. That's what I'm getting. But the advice here is, the answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. So because this is a spiritual romantic relationship, all these things, these obstacles and challenges are temporary. You know you're with the right one, you're with your twin flame, and these things shall pass. And hence they're asking you to be patient, Aries. I need to pull out one last card. Choose only positive thoughts to describe your home, career, finances, as your words determine your outcome. So basically the advice here to you is to use the law of attraction. Try to be positive about your financial situation. For those who are in a business or who are struggling with finances, try to be positive about it, because the positive thoughts that you put out into the cosmos will actually manifest into positivity. Okay, so this is your reading for the week commencing 31st of July 2017. This is a very general reading, may or may not resonate with all of you. I reckon you check your sun, moon and ascendant signs for better clarity. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you can send me an email and we can fix up a Skype reading ASAP. Alright, thank you for watching, Aries. The next in line is Leo. What messages do we have for Leo for the week commencing 31st of July 2017? Leo, week commencing 31st of July 2017. Leo. Okay, so Leo, I'm seeing that this, at the moment, for some of you, could be a very fertile period. For those who you could be actually having a baby this week, or might learn that you have conceived, or a project has come through. Creativity, I'm seeing, you could be also, your creative juices could be flowing this week. Leo, yeah, Leo. And for a small number of you, I'm seeing post-delivery stress. So postnatal depression kind of a thing. Some of you could be feeling very overwhelmed with the birth of a child. But it's very temporary again. It's not something that will last. It's just that sudden overwhelming feeling of having your life change all of a sudden, and those sleepless nights. You could also be, for those who are single, could be also receiving an offer, a romantic offer, or you could be putting this offer to someone. You could be finally coming through and making this verbal communication for a romantic partnership. I'm also seeing some of you could be receiving a job offer, but I think it's specifically in terms of a romantic partnership. So, and this is a spiritual union. So you really deeply connect with this person at a very deep spiritual and an emotional level. It could be a water sign. I'm seeing a water sign, so this could be Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, one of these signs. It's going to be a very emotional phase for you, Leo. Now, a very small number of you could be actually feeling the same way about two parties, two people. So you could be drawn towards two different partners, but you are sort of struggling to decide which one is the right one for you. But you equally feel connected to both of them. You will be receiving, some of you will be receiving news. And it's a sudden news, so suddenly you'll get this news about this situation. Or this offer could be sudden, and it might just take you by surprise. It could also be, yeah, I'm strongly getting Scorpio for some of you. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. That's for some, and for the others, I'm seeing, Leo, that you might feel very exhausted and stressed about a certain relationship, about a certain situation. And some of you might want to end this situation because you're so tired of it. And so this is the Death card, transformation. So you want change in your life. You want to leave the old cycle behind, the old way of dealing with things, and move ahead positively. So there's moving on. So you need end of one cycle to be able to move on positively and start something new. Because I see exhaustion. See that man, how tired he looks. And then this guy, he's just walking away because he's held too tired of everything in life and he wants to move ahead. So he's learned a lot from the situation. He's gained a lot of wisdom. And I see that this person has been in this relationship for way too long. For those who are moving on or planning to move on, you've been in this long-term relationship for a very long time, but you could be deciding to move on. Or some of you could be actually wanting to start afresh, the same relationship. So death of the old ways of dealing with this partner of yours and moving on with a fresh approach. That could also be the scenario for some of you. Now let's get some angelic advice, Leo. What can you do to make the situation better? What are the angel messages for Leo, week commencing 31st of July 2017? Leo, oops, those just popped out. There we are. All of these popped out. Okay, so some of you could have been attending workshops and seminars when it comes to work. And this is actually good for you because they're saying attending and giving speeches is part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and learning. You have been doing that. I see that in your recent past, Leo. And listen to your intuitive feelings. Your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. Interesting how it fell on top of your pregnancy or fertility card. So some of you could be, it's pretty nice actually, some of you might not even realize, you might have just missed your period or something, you might be taking it lightly, but your body is actually giving you a message that you could be pregnant. Or someone at work might just mention a project and they're seeking someone to lead it, and you might even not realize that they're talking about you, and this project could be your baby. So listen to these messages, listen to your inner voice. You might feel something from your gut from within, so just go with it, because your gut is actually guiding you this week, Leo. Now about this, moving on from this relationship for some of you, have you asked your angels to help with this? Since it's a world of free will, they're asking you to ask for help. You won't receive help unless you ask for it. So call upon the divine energy, the cosmic energy, to help you with the situation, to guide you on the right path. And this doesn't necessarily have to be something in your mind. You could also seek help from friends and others in your social circle who could actually advise you and guide you on what you can do to make the situation with your current partner better if it's not moving in the right direction. I'm seeing some of you could be actually quitting a certain habit. You could be moving on from an addiction, so be it smoking, drinking, drugs, any substance, whatever it is, or a certain habit. You could be actually leaving that habit behind. You could be healing away from it and moving ahead. So if you have a temper issue, you could be actually, maybe taking classes for anger management and moving ahead and leaving that habit, negative habit, behind you to start a new, fresh cycle. Some of you could be quitting smoking, just cold turkey, and you might not ever pick a cigarette again, is what I'm getting. One last card for Leo, Twin Flame. Okay, the answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. It's interesting how it popped up right on top of your spiritual union when we talked about you having a deep soul connection with that person. Twin flame. It is your twin flame. So the offer that's coming in or offer that's going out, you could be proposing to someone for marriage, or someone could be actually coming to you with an offer, is your twin flame. And you connect with that person at a very, very deep soul, emotional, spiritual, physical level. So keep your eyes and ears open and be open to receiving, because this could be a twin flame, Leo, coming in. Okay, so that's your reading for the week commencing 31st of July 2017. This is a general reading and may or may not resonate with all of you. Don't forget to check your sun, moon and ascendant signs for better clarity. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you could send me an email. Everything's given in my description box below. And have a lovely week ahead. Sending you much love and light.